Hey guys, okay, so I want to talk about graphing radical functions. Now, our parent function is f of x equals the square root of x. So when we're talking about square roots, we actually want to be thinking about what are our perfect squares, because that's the easiest to solve. So here, if you put a 0 in, the square root of 0 is 0. If I put a 1 in, okay, the square root of 1 is 1. 4, square root of 4 is 2. You can go 16, 25, 36, 49. You want all of the square roots, so it is very easy. Okay, if you go to -1, we are going to get an error because the square root of -1 is actually I, which is an imaginary number. Okay, so our parent graph is 0, 0, 1, 1, and 4, 2. 0, 0, 1, 1, 4, 2. This is what our radical function parent graph looks like. Okay, so our domain, which is our x values, it starts at 0 and it goes to infinity. So you could write it either of these ways. Our range also starts at 0, so our y values start at 0, and this will gradually go up to infinity. Okay. Now, when we are looking at these equations, okay, our a is always doing the same thing. Just like quadratics, just like rational functions, our a is a vertical stretch, okay? And if a is less than 0, it reflects over the x-axis. Now, a has always done this for us. K is our vertical translation, okay? So it's going to go up and down. And our h is a horizontal transition. So k goes up and down, h goes left and right. We now have this 1 over b in our radical function, okay? So the b, the absolute value of b, is a horizontal stretch. And when b is less than 0, it's reflected over the y-axis. A reflects over the x-axis if it's negative. B, if it's negative, reflects over the y-axis. So instead of going this way, it would go this way. Now, I want to look at two problems. Okay, so here we are. We have f of x equals the square root of x plus 6. Now, that is our h. It's with our x. So I know it shifts left 6. Remember, x lies. Okay, so if it says plus 6, we really moved left 6. So it shifted left. When we go to do our xy chart, okay, so you want to think about, you want to make this inside equal a perfect square. So I chose -6. -6 plus 6 is 0, and the square root of 0 is 0. Then I chose -5 because -5 plus 6 is 1, and I know the square root of 1 is 1. The next one I did a -2. -2 plus 6 is 4, and the square root of 4 is 2. And then I chose 3. So 3 plus 6 is 9, and the square root of 9 is 3. So we want to make it as easy as possible to get our x and y points. So we want this to equal a perfect square. So when we go to plot, you can see that from a parent graph that started at 0, 0, it's the same shape. We just moved left 6. Okay? In the second problem, we have the square root of x minus 1. Okay, so this is our k, so it shifted down 1. And again, we want perfect squares for our square root. So we have 0, 1, 4, 9 to put in here. And then whatever that answer is, we take away 1, and that would be our y value. Okay, so when we plot this, it went from 0, 0, and every point just moved down 1 unit. All right, good luck, guys.